The Marlins have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Trevor Rogers will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Toles. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Now in the box, Justin Turner, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here comes the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Justin Turner goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Corey Seager as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Ross Stripling, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Starling Marte, who comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Seager loves it. Throw on to first in time, one away. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Taylor. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone! Chris Taylor with a solo shot. And that is 27 for him on the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Zero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic rate, they just need to calm down and get on the offensive side of the ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looped out toward third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch coming, here it is. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Munson waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 10th, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler, and he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Bellinger. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Miami. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
In now, Hunter Renfroe, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Changeup in for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Played on the backhand. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Max Munson.
Settling in now, Max Munson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. Soler's after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 1-0. Set to get his day started, Garrett Cooper, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Cooper.
Here's the pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Bellinger is going to get under this one as he puts it away in front of the big wall for the out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Now batting, Ketel Marte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it his toes. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, catcher, Ari Perez.
Stepping into the box, Ari Perez. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Miami down in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Nick Madrigal. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, Ross Stripling.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Now here it comes. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Trevor Rogers. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Set to deliver the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Renfroe looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set, and the pitch. And a slider that catches a lot of the plate that time, and it's sent out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Starling Marte. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chris.
In now, Chris Taylor. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
And the runner back. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He swings and grounds it to short. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We're through 3 here in Miami. It's now 2-0 Miami. Stepping into the box, Andrew Toles, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and 1 strike. Down the first baseline, Cooper is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Stepping up now, Justin Turner. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Corey Seager. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. Cooper right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 2-0. So stepping in, Franz Reyes.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. Reyes brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
In is Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Line drive to center field. Bellinger is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, First baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Up next for Miami, Garrett Cooper. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Now the 0-1. Line toward right center. Bellinger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 2-0 lead. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll start off the fifth in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He's got it one away.
The left fielder, number 11.
A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And that is off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes 1 swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Standing in now, Max Munson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Nick Madrigal, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. With runners in scoring position this season, Madrigal is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Perez. And that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Striding in once again, Ketel Marte, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Back to him on the mound. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The catcher, number 13, Ari Perez.
Now at the plate, Ari Perez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hit on the ground to third.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The pitcher, Trevor Rogers, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Perez leads off first with 1 away. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And he is in there.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options, whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Rogers rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBI. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Digging in once again, Matt Chapman. He was a double play victim last time around.
He's going,
First pitch coming. Here it is. pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Right fielder, number 32.
Ready once again, Franz Reyes. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Come on, Marlins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Marlins 5 and the Dodgers nothing. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Magneuris Sierra will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 34, Magneuris Sierra.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Sierra is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person.
Jorge Soler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Slider's in for a strike. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. Bellinger will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Toles is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here on the show, it's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So striding forward now, Justin Turner. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Seager brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. Ready with another 2-2. To short, hit hard. Taylor has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bellinger.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Into the box now, Ari Perez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, and that is down as that could be 2 bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Now at the plate, Trevor Rogers. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First delivery to him on the way. Weak roller right side. To his left, Madrigal. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Starling Marte. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
In now, Chris Taylor.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman.
He swings and grounds it to short.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. We're through 7 this afternoon, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Hunter Renfroe. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Digging in, Max Munson. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
For batter number 14, second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Next up for Los Angeles, Nick Madrigal. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They still find themselves down 6-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franz Reyes.
Right fielder, Franz Reyes.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Popped him up. Munson in foul ground. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Barnes corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in, Jorge Soler. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper as he drives a liner to right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Digging in, Ketel Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger's in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Miami, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Now at the plate, Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. To third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The pitcher, number 18, Kenta Maeda.
Jonathan Lucroy will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Takes a knee-high fastball. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 6 home runs and 36 RBIs. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Lucroy, a native Floridian. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full punch.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Andrew Toles. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Two-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul. but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Fish set the pace in the division with 99 wins. Trevor Rogers records the victory, his 13th of the year, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, but only 2 hits, 1 error. They left us 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Our paid attendance at the stadium this afternoon, 38,560. The Marlins thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and enjoy the remainder of the afternoon.